Hello, all, and welcome to English 1301. I am your professor, Carrie Gable, and I'm looking forward to a great Summer 1 semester. Summer 1 is 5 weeks, so it's going to be pretty quick. We're going to be writing a lot, we're going to be reading some, we're going to be working through the class pretty quickly. But 5 weeks is plenty of time to be able to do this course if you stay on top of it, okay? So, welcome to class. It's going to be a good semester. I really look forward to it. I have so much I wanted to cover. I took notes here. The main things with this course is that each week you're going to have an announcement from me. And that announcement is going to tell you what you need to do each week. Those announcements, generally speaking, will correlate to the schedule that you'll find in your syllabus. Now, in the syllabus it says tentative class schedule, and it is tentative because as the professor, I reserve the right to change the schedule. Okay? The reason for that is that if we are doing very well and we need to speed up and maybe we can have more time later on, then we'll do that. If we're struggling in a certain area and maybe we need to add in another revision or we need to spend a little extra time on something, then I'll slow down so we can do that. So the key here is that you stay with the announcements even over the syllabus. The syllabus is our general guideline, the stuff I want to cover in the order in which I want to cover it, but the speed with which we do it may change depending upon the needs of the class, okay, because I am very sensitive to that. So that's kind of where that is. Now there's two things that you need to get started on this week, like right now, okay, and that is you need to log into your labs. Okay, your Macmillan Launchpad labs. Those are not due until June 30th, okay? But you need to go ahead and get started on those. You need to get logged in. If you do the 15-day free trial, you can finish it in 15 days, and then you're done. You don't have to worry about it. Now, there's lots of confusion about the labs. The labs, you log in, you just have to do them. You do them all to completion, and then you have the final quizzes, okay? If you pass those, 70 or higher, then I give you full credit for completing the labs. I'm not asking for 90, 80, whatever. It's just as long as you pass everything and you've completed everything, you get full credit. And that's 20 points toward your grade, okay? So it's important that you work through the entire process and also that you score 70 or higher on the final quizzes, okay? So that's how the labs work. The second main thing that you need to get started on right now is that this is a short class. And we do have a novel for this class. All 1301s are required to have a novel. The novel that we're reading for my 1301 is The Stranger by Albert Camus. It's not a particularly long book, but there's lots to mine in it. There's lots of depth, okay? So it's not a book that you want to skim because if you skim it, there's going to be so much symbolism and so much hidden meaning that you're going to miss, and that'll be reflected in your essay. I have multiple lectures up about this when you get to that lesson, so that'll help you, but you do need to go ahead and get started reading that, okay? Now, this first week, there's two things that we absolutely have to do. You need to take the syllabus quiz. That syllabus quiz establishes your presence in the course so that you won't be dropped for non-attendance. And the second is the discussion board post. The discussion post, you just tell me a little bit about yourself, generally speaking, okay? For example, the discussion board post, I'm going to ask you to answer 4 questions. You're going to say your name. You're going to say your occupation normally, okay? Now, I'm not asking you for specifics. Don't say, I work at Popeyes, or I work at Northeast Texas Regional Medical Center, or whatever it is. No, you don't want to say that. You just want to say, I work in the medical field, or I work in food service, or I work in retail. Just give me a generalized specific, or generalized, not the specific, okay? And then you need to tell me your major, okay, so what it is you're wanting to do. And then finally, give me something unique and awesome about you, because all of us have something that separates us from other people, okay? And that is how we're going to remember you for the course. So we need to be able to do that. Tell us something unique or awesome about you. All right? So for me, I'll start it out. My name's Kerry Gable. I went to school. I have at Rivercrest High School here in Northeast Texas. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in religion and philosophy and a minor in English at the University of Mary Hardin Baylor. I then achieved a master's degree in rhetoric, composition, and psycholinguistics at Texas A&M Commerce. Also done some PhD work there. That's my academic background. My work background, I have been teaching for over a decade. I'm of course, with PJC. I've also taught at NTCC, Tyler Junior College, Mount Vernon High School. Been involved in business before that even, and lots of different things there. Then, I want to say something awesome about me, okay? Now, I don't have that much stuff awesome about me, but I do have some weird stuff about me, okay? A couple of things. I've published several books of poetry. I've written some novels. Not under my name, though, thank the Lord, because they weren't very good. I do publish extensively, though, in short stories and nonfiction and freelance journalism, and I publish internationally on that, particularly in Bristol, England, and all over the United States. Something awesome, let's see. I currently am training to do a triathlon. I try to do a couple of those a year. That's a swim, bike, run. I have taught MMA and taekwondo and bodybuilding and all that other stuff too, also in my background. So that's unique about me, okay? I do have two great children, okay? 4-year-old daughter, 12-year-old son. They keep me very busy when I'm not teaching and when I'm not doing the stuff that's required of me, okay? So a lot of that's going on as well. Just lots of fun times. And it is summer, so it's going to be quite busy. One other thing that I wanted to talk about before I move on, and this is not me being awesome, this is just another going back to housekeeping stuff. We do live in a COVID-19 era, in a pandemic era. So that means that we need to be sure to contact me via email because I'm not in the office. I'm not allowed to be in the office. That office number, it doesn't go to me. I will end up getting your message probably in September. So email me either here through the Blackboard course. I have an internal email here, or you can email me through my work email that's there in the syllabus. Either one. And that way I can get in touch with you. We can do office hours that way. If we need virtual office hours face-to-face, we can set something up that way. So we're still maintaining the online environment. So just be aware of that. I am available. I check my email multiple times a day. I am always pretty generally available, or can get available shortly, okay? So please try to do it that way, and we can set something up and make sure that our communication's well there. That also leads me to the next thing. Whenever you do submit your essays, I'm going to turn back, and there's going to be a comment box, and I'm going to fill that comment box with some things. Sometimes, if it's a really good essay, it may just be a line or two. If it's an essay that needs some improvement, then I may fill it up. But that is not all the comments that I make on the essay. If you will open the essay document itself, I comment inside the essay as well. And again, if it's a really good essay, there may not be a whole lot. If it's an essay that needs revision or needs improvement, then it may be just completely filled up, okay? Look at both. Don't just assume that one is all it is. I'd never just put a grade and send it back to you. There's gonna be stuff in the essay document and in the comment box. You need to check both, okay? See, comment box is normally just a generalized overview of what I wrote into the paper. The paper's gonna be a lot more specific. Okay, so that's kind of the idea and kind of what's going on for this semester. It's 5 weeks. It's going to be quick, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So I look forward to it. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing you.